All right. Okay, so hopefully we're all good today. Okay, so good morning, and I apologize for all the chaos yet last week. There's nothing I could do. I spent a ton of time with Verizon, and so nice thing about today is this is a real short video, real short. More a little bit of work doing on your part, but not that bad. And I will go ahead and hopefully get all your models completely graded and submitted by Tuesday. And you'll be good with those. And then hopefully you've all turned in your homework on Friday so I can get started on that too. Okay, so the bottom line is that we're trying to explain how variation selection and time fuel that process of evolution. What's the relationship between those things? And so we're going to be doing this cool little activity and we're going to build on it. So you really want to make sure that you're doing this part first because it's going to get more and more and more, okay? If you'll notice down at the agenda, there's this color variation over time of the Rocket Pocket Mouse activity. And you're actually going to be doing the activity, and then the only thing you're going to have to submit is a bar graph. Okay, so real easy, okay? Let's keep going here, okay? So, no, it's not good. There we go. Okay, so you'll notice here that it's given you 4 images, okay? And what you have to do is very carefully look at these images, okay? And what they're asking you to do is to place them in order from the oldest to most recent in terms of time, okay? So you're thinking in terms of time, okay? So in terms of time, which one would have been the oldest and which one is the more current? And right now you're going, just think about it. Just take a moment, take a little process it, and then go through. So stop this for just a second. Hope you have your notebook out. Okay, get your notebook out, get it out, and make a little notation. So stop the video, and then go ahead and get started. Okay, so hopefully you did that. You didn't have any issues with it, okay? Look how cute that little guy is. He's so small, he's so cute. And so if you'll notice, he's basically really small, 170 millimeters, okay? So let's go back here, millimeters. Think of how many millimeters there are. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we're not talking centimeters, we're talking millimeters, right? And from nose to the end of its tail, okay, is shorter than the average pencil. All right, so that would make, right? And most of it is tail, by the way. And it's only about 15 grams, and this tiny little mouse weighs about as much as a handful of paper clips. It's really super light. So a rock pocket mouse, however, have had an enormous impact on science. And so the question is, what's so special about them? And that's what we're doing in this activity, thinking in terms of what that learning target was, okay? And so those 4 illustrations are going to provide you with snapshots of the rock pocket mouse populations. Okay, so that's what you were figuring out. If you didn't realize it before, stop the video, go back and redo that. Okay. Each illustration shows the color variation at different locations, A and B, at a particular moment in time. So the illustrations may be out of order. So you were to count the number and then of the light and the dark mice represented at each location at that specific time frame. Okay, and then we're asking you to record those right here in this 1, 2, 3, and 4 time frame. Okay, again, stop the video if you need to. Go back and recheck to see if you did it correctly, and make a notation of this. Create this chart in your spiral notebook. Okay, so stop the video. Stop. Go back and do that. Okay, so when you place the illustrations in what you think is in the correct order from the oldest to the most recent, in that space below, you wrote the numbers and in the order in which you decided, okay? So now if you're explaining how you decided the illustrations representing, and let me move my picture even though it won't move for you. It's asking you to explain how you decided which illustrations represents the most recent rocket pocket mouse population and why you positioned the others in the way you did, okay? So when you look at the questions, that's one of the things it's asking you. Why did you do what you did? What was the reasoning behind it? Okay? You had some sort of an idea, okay? So then what I'm going to ask you to do, of course, you're going to shut me off, right? And you're then going to go in and you're going to observe this Making the Fittest Natural Selection Adaptation short little video film. It's really kind of a cool video. As you watch, think of the following things. So write these questions down before you watch the video. It'll save you time later, trust me, okay? Why are some mice light colored and some mice dark colored? Does fur color provide any selective advantage or disadvantage? What role does the rocket pocket mouse play in the desert food web? And what explains the differences among the 4 illustrations? And what confirms or contradicts the order in which you arrange your illustrations? So watch the video, save a little space so you can answer those questions. You might find yourself watching the video twice. There's a lot we're going to be doing with this video over the next couple of days. Okay? Think in terms of CEJ. You're going to be getting there. Okay. So stop the video, go watch the other video, the short film, and then answer those questions and then come back. Okay, so using what you've learned from watching the film, confirm or change the order in which you arrange the illustrations, okay? And once you're satisfied the order is correct, fill out the data table below. Oldest, meaning the first, second, third, okay? And then finally, all you have to do is create the graph, okay? So create a bar graph. Do a bar graph in this case, okay? That way you have A and B. It's a little bit easier to do, okay? So create a bar graph based on the data that shows the number of the mice and locations A and B through time. Be sure to provide all the appropriate stuff, like the title for the graph, the titles, the labels. For those of you familiar with Sultan, I think all of you are from middle school. Don't forget to give me a scale, number of units, labels, title, accuracy, neatness for your graph. I do prefer you do this on graph paper. And I know you can readily go online and find, or you can do, or actually, you know what I'll allow you to do? Do it on Excel. So if you'd like to use some sort of computer program to do this, I'm totally okay with that. So you don't have to hand do it. You can do it online. That works for me. Okay, just make sure you label everything. Please, please, please don't forget to put your name first and last and period on the front of your paper. Makes it 10 times easier, okay? Because I'm saving a lot of papers. And so when I'm putting them online, it makes it so much easier for me to find things. So please put your first and last and your period. It makes it so much easier, okay? That's it for today, guys. Have a great one. And don't forget, I will have office hours. If my computer works. I will have office hours on Wednesday from 3 to 4. And I don't think you're gonna have any questions, but hopefully I'll have everything posted and graded by Tuesday, except for what you turned in on Friday, because I'll be working on that Wednesday. Thanks so much, guys, and have a good day.